Hey guys, Anders here with another video. Today we're going to go over the patch this week and go over all the balance changes we received in Korea that we're going to be getting next week on global. So every single balance change has gone through without many tweaks. So if you've seen my last two videos on those class balance changes, you're going to be informed of what's to come. Before that, we're going to start with what we did get this week on global PC patch. Arena of Solare, that's back. This is the first official season, and as such, we're going to be getting some updates from the beta season. We now have 5 maps, 3 new ones. That's going to be Kadri Ruins and Mount Chaum Forest, as well as Jade Forest. Now, Kadri and Mount Chaum, they're going to have gimmicks where you get a buff that spawns somewhere in the map. The Kadri Ruins has the fire buff, which gives you more AP for 20 seconds, and Mount Chaum has the flora buff that recovers your HP. Jade Forest has no gimmicks whatsoever, so it's going to play like Olin's Valley map, pretty similar to that. You can now also see which buffs players have with new icons above their name, and that's going to help you see which ones to avoid and when to go in if a party member has gotten one of those party buffs. Now, on top of these new maps and these new icons, we now have a practice mode, or sort of unranked mode, whenever Arena of Solare is closed. So that means you're going to still be able to queue for unranked or practice mode and play Arena of Solare with your friends. You're going to be able to party up and queue in practice mode, but that's going to be in a future update. You can't play with your friends in a party right now. That will be coming later. They also made some improvements with some of the class comps and matches. So there was instances where you get 3 Draconias on one team and 3 Sorks on the other team. Now there's going to be a max of 2 of the same class on each team. And weirdly enough, Ranked Arena will be unavailable on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but you can still have practice mode during those days. You can also now see more information from the leaderboards. You will now be able to inspect ranked players to see what spec are they playing, Awakening or Succession, what add-ons are they using, and what gear setup they have to kind of help you figure out what you're doing wrong and what they're doing right. And you can also check the top 20 players for each class. So if you want to compare yourself against other Rangers or other Draconias, you can do that there. There's also an event for those that are able to reach the top 3 in whatever class they play. By the end of next month, you're going to be receiving some premium and class outfits for your efforts. There are still no individual rewards per match, which I'm hoping will change in the future. There is, however, an event where you can exchange your tokens for some items, much like we had in the beta season. Each map is also going to reward you with 1 or 2 seals depending on whether or not you win or lose. Now, these seals will allow you to unlock more gear for your preferred setup. Now, at the end of the season, the top 100 players will receive a special permanent outfit and a temporary title that will last until the end of the following season. Supposedly, this title also has some effects as well. If you're number 1 in your class, you're also going to get a commemorative NPC in Battle Arena that will supposedly look like you. And finally, Arena of Solare Season 1 is going to be ending mid-October, so a few months to try and get into that top 100. We also now have the new fairy skill that came to Korea last week. We now have it this week on PC. It's going to be the new fairy skill, Continuous Care, and it's also going to allow you to level your tier 4 fairy all the way up to max level 50. If you didn't see my last patch notes video, I go over basically everything you need to know there, but all you really need to know is you don't need the highest tier of this new skill, Continuous Care, for it to work well. Tier 2 or tier 3 of the skill is going to suffice for the majority of players. We should also be getting 15 Thea Orbs for 100 loyalty to help you reroll your skills to get the ones you need. Now, in terms of class changes, we got some pawn bug fixes for Succession Nova, Otter Crew improvements for Awakening Corsair, and Obliterate AoE radius buff for Awakening Dracania, which is very nice, but that's pretty much it for us on PC and global regions. Church buff and Villa buff now allow you to buy up to 5-hour duration buffs, which is a nice change. And we also got the Cantabile outfit back in the store finally. A good chance to pick this up if you missed out in the past. And make sure you use one of those 30% off coupons they've given us recently if you do wind up getting the Cantabile outfit. Now, in Korea, we did get the new Wizard outfit. I think it should translate to Epiphany when we do get it. The hairstyle is unique in that it has an effect when you use the visor on-off function or take out your weapon. So you get this sort of wave effect at the front. I kind of like it. I don't think we've seen something like that before. The whole outfit in general is kind of giving me some sort of priest vibes. I wish there was a version, I think, with a hood. It would look amazing with a hood. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And finally, let's go over the class balance changes that came to Korea. Again, it's only Korea on PC. We should be getting this next week on other regions as well. I'm going to go over every single class and spec and tell you what kind of changes they received, but you can find the detailed overviews on what skills change and what exactly happened with each class in my last 2 class balance videos. So let's let's start with Succession Warrior. They got absolutely no changes. Awakening Warrior got significant PvP nerfs. Sorceress got some slight PvE improvements. Succession Musa got absolutely butchered in PvE. Awakening Musa got no changes. Succession Mewa got no changes, but Awakening did get some very minor buffs. Tamer got some slight PvE improvements. Succession Kunoichi got no changes, but Awakening did get some significant PvE improvements. Witch and Wizard got very slight PvE improvements. Succession Dark Knight got significant PvP improvements. Awakening, however, did not get any changes. Now, Lan overall got some pretty significant PvE and PvP improvements. Archer got a new skill and some slight PvE changes. Shy got significant PvE nerfs and some pretty good PvP buff duration changes. Guardian got slight PvE improvements. Succession Nova got significant PvE improvements, while Awakening Nova got some slight PvP improvements. Succession Ninja got some pretty good PvE changes. Awakening Ninja got some very minor ones. Corsair overall got some slight PvE improvements. Succession Sage got some pretty significant PvE buffs. Awakening Sage got some slight improvements as well. Succession Dracania got some pretty significant PvP nerfs, where I would say the class is pretty much dead, and some slight PvE buffs. Awakening Dracania got some very slight PvE buffs as well. Succession Striker got significant PvE nerfs. Awakening Striker got no changes. Mystic overall got absolutely no changes. Succession Ranger got some slight changes. Awakening nothing. Succession Berserker no changes. Awakening got some slight PvE improvements. Succession Valkyrie again some slight PvE improvements. Awakening nothing. And Hashashin got very minor changes as well. And that's it for this one, guys. We may get more changes this week and test server, but we're gonna have to wait a few days for those to see if there are any significant updates. Let me know what you think about the changes and the updates this week in the comments down below. Tomorrow I'm going to be publishing a long trailer compilation video for every class, so check that out when it goes live. Making that video made me kind of wish we got some more lore trailers for classes, maybe even remake class trailers with some lore for classes like Valkyrie, Sorceress, or even Witch and Wizard. They have pretty interesting lore, and it would be nice to see them get some dedicated trailers like the new classes have been getting. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for listening. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.